Major business news. Journalists at the LA Times have just walked off the job. They're protesting the company's request for a waiver on seniority when it comes to layoffs. This is the first time those journalists have gone out on strike in the paper's 142-year-long history. Meanwhile, the publisher of Sports Illustrated plans to lay off most or all of its staff. That's according to the union at the 70-year-old magazine. And here to give us more insight on this matter and other major layoffs, as well as tips for job seekers, is Top Employers Institute Regional Director Trevor Bogan. Trevor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Ross. How are you?
I'm really good. You know, unemployment is historically low right now. Is this really just a blip, or is this a sign of things to come?
Yeah, unfortunately, Ross, this is a sign of things to come. And I know it feels like right now it can only be in the journalist industry, but it's all across all different industries and sectors, unfortunately. And so the big things, Ross, with people who are unemployed, it is a tough time, but this is time to just take a deep breath, regroup, because your emotional and physical well-being is really important when you want to step into a new career, new role going forward.
You know, when it comes to the LA Times and Sports Illustrated, what role does artificial intelligence and technology play, if any, with journalists? Because we see some of this AI like GBT can write stories. Is that part of the problem?
Well, it's not part of the problem, but it is a thing, Ross, right now. And so we came out with our 2024 Global World of Work Trends Report, and what we're finding with AI and technology is by 2026, 1 million people are going to have interactions with AI in some capacity. So it's not going away. But what's interesting too, Ross, is people still want interaction with people. So even though AI is out here, it's really just educating yourself on AI and really knowing the capabilities of it, but it's really going to be responsibly on how you utilize AI as well. And so there are some good things about AI that can write stories and write detail, but there's also bad things where people need to be involved in that. People need to reread stories and make sure they're telling the stories by their perception of what they're hearing and how they're interviewing people and shaping all that. And that's the important human element of it as well, Ross.
You know, I think you already partially answered this, but what tips do you have for job seekers looking right now, knowing that AI is going to be a factor?
Yeah, so really for job seekers right now, the big thing is as you're going through a layoff, like I said, just take a deep breath and really just analyze what you want to do. Maybe find an opportunity that might be a career change for you, develop new skill sets, kind of analyze where your skills fit the best, update your resume, your LinkedIn profile is really important right now. Highlight things that you've really accomplished, highlight trainings that you might have and insights that you might have that will connect. Networking's a big thing. Utilize your network to the best capability. And I know it can be tough right now, and I know when you get laid off, you really just want to find a job, but make sure you're looking for jobs that align with your skill set, because that's where you're going to get keen into recruiters, internal talent acquisition teams, and that will help you find a role a lot faster than normal.
You know, Trevor, what about those who have jobs right now that are concerned? What can people do to ensure their job security?
Yeah, I think big things right now is just look at the job that you're in and really develop yourself. So really network internally with your organization. Take on projects that you feel like you could really be supportive in, because at the end of the day, organizations are looking for talent. They're looking for people that want to develop themselves, take on projects, take on extra initiatives, really have those good soft intercommunication skills that can work in different business units, and always have open conversations with your leadership team on where they can deploy you to be the most successful. Because at the end of the day, you want to develop your skill set, you want to have good internal networks, and you also want to be seen as an asset and not a liability. And that's the most important thing with job security.
It is so true, right, Trevor? You want to make yourself invaluable. Trevor Bogan, all great advice. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you very much, Ross. I appreciate it.